Hello friends, welcome to Time Classes. Today's topic is blood relation and direction sense. So we are going to divide this class into two parts. In the first part, we'll cover blood relations. The handout which we are going to use today is LRHO 1031604. I hope you are all set for the class. So let's begin with blood relations. In blood relation questions, we have to draw a family tree or family diagram. For doing that, we need to understand the basic mechanism behind these questions. And to draw those diagrams, we need to use some sort of symbols. Symbols for problem solving. For an example, how do I represent a male? How do I represent a male? A circle with plus sign is male. A circle with plus sign is a male. Female. A circle with minus sign is a female. Circle with plus sign is a male. Circle with minus sign is a female. Son or daughter. Two generations, A and B, or two circles, A and B joined with a straight line. B is the daughter or son of A. Because we don't know the gender of B, so we cannot say B is daughter or son. B is definitely one of the child of A. Fine. Couples. One male, one female, one circle with plus sign, one circle with minus sign, and two lines parallel to one another is representing a couple. How do I read this? A is husband of B. A is husband of B. Siblings. Two circles joined with a straight line, single line, A and B. There can be plus plus, plus minus, minus plus, minus minus. Brother brother, brother sister, sister brother, and sister sister. Is that okay? Siblings. So how do I read this? B is brother or sister of A. Fine. Now let's understand few definitions regarding blood relations. The first definition is unmarried male. What is an unmarried male? He is called a bachelor. Unmarried male is called a bachelor. Unmarried female is called a spinster. Unmarried female is called a spinster. Mother's brother is called uncle. Father's brother is also called an uncle. Mother's brother is called an uncle. That is maternal uncle. Father's brother is paternal uncle. Mother's brother is maternal uncle. Father's brother is paternal uncle. Mother's sister is aunt. Father's sister is also aunt. Mother's sister is maternal aunt. Father's sister is paternal aunt. Fine. Mother's father. Mother's father is maternal grandfather. Father's father is paternal grandfather. Father's father is paternal grandfather. Mother's mother is maternal grandmother. Father's mother is maternal grandmother. Son's wife, daughter-in-law. Daughter's husband, son-in-law. Daughter's husband, son-in-law. Husband's sister's is called sister-in-law. Husband's sister is called sister-in-law. Husband brother is called brother-in-law. Husband brother is called brother-in-law. Wife's sister is called sister-in-law. Wife's sister is called sister-in-law. Sister's husband is called brother-in-law. Sister's husband is called brother-in-law. Brother or sister's son, brothers or sister's son is called nephew. Brothers or sister's son is called nephew. Brothers or sister's daughter is called niece. Brothers or sister's daughter is called niece. Fine. Uncle's or aunt's son or daughter is called cousin. Uncle's daughter or son, aunt's daughter or son is called cousin. There is nothing called cousin brother or cousin sister. There is simply cousin. Fine. So uncle's or aunt's daughter or son is called cousin. Fine. So let's understand the application of these things which we have just learned on the basis of a couple of questions from your handout. We'll start with the question number 1 of your handout. Let's see the question carefully. How is my brother's father's? My brother's father is my father. My brother's father is my father. My brother's father's father is my grandfather. My brother's father's father is my maternal grandfather, in fact. My brother's father's, that means my grandfather's daughter. My grandfather's daughter is going to be my aunt. My grandfather's daughter is my aunt. And my aunt's daughter is my cousin. My aunt's daughter is my cousin. So let's represent this with a diagram. Me, this is my brother. This is my brother's father. That means my father. This is my father's father. That is my grandfather, paternal grandfather. My paternal grandfather's daughter is my aunt. My paternal grandfather's daughter is my aunt. Fine. And my aunt's daughter is my cousin. My aunt's daughter is my cousin. So my answer choice is D. Now we have to be very careful about plus, minus, generations and how the relationship is going to work out in the question. Fine. So my answer is cousin. Answer choice D. This is explanation of this diagram which we have just discussed. Let's move to question number 2. A's paternal grandfather, that means A's father's father. A's paternal grandfather, that means A's father's father, is the same person, is B's maternal grandfather. That means B's mother's father. So A के दादाजी B के नानाजी हैं. That's what we can say. A's paternal grandfather is B's maternal grandfather. Then how is A's father related to B's father? Then how is A's father related to B's father? So B's mother's husband is B's father, and A's father is this. And A and B are siblings, as A's father and B's mother are having the same father. That means A's father and B's mother are siblings. B's husband is brother-in-law of A's father. B's husband is B's mother's husband. In fact, B's mother's husband is the brother-in-law of A's father. So A's father is brother-in-law of B's father. A's father is brother-in-law of B's father. Answer is C. Fine. This is again the explanation of the diagram. Fine. We have understood that. Is that okay? So let's move to question number 3. How is A's sister's grandfather? A's sister's grandfathers. That means A की बहन के दादाजी. Now grandfather can be maternal or paternal. Grandfather can be maternal or paternal. A's sister's grandfathers, only sons, only child. Only sons, only child. If the grandfather mentioned the question is paternal grandfather, that means the grandfather should have only one son, and that son should have only one child, which is practically not possible. A's grandfather is paternal grandfather. Paternal grandfather is having only one son, and that one son is having only one child. That is not possible because that one son is having two child, A and sister of A. So The grandfather the question is talking about is not the paternal grandfather of A, he is maternal grandfather of A. Is that okay? So he is maternal grandfather of A. A's sister's mother, that means A's mother, and her father is this person. Is A's paternal grandfather or maternal grandfather? Maternal grandfather. Fine. Only son, that means A's mother's sibling, A's mother's sibling, brother, in fact, A's mother's brothers. Only child is this person. So mother's brother's only child is cousin. Mother's brother's only child is cousin. Mother's brother's only child has to be cousin of A. They are in the same generation and their parents are siblings. So they are cousin. Let's move ahead. Question number 3 is done. This is explanation of the diagram. Answer choice is B, cousin. Question number 4. Pointing to a photograph, Charan tells Daniel. Pointing to a photograph, Charan tells Daniel, the person in the photograph is your mother's brother's only sibling. Mother's brother's only sibling, matlab mother's brother's only sibling, that means mother's brother, only sibling is mother. Mother's brother's only sibling is mother only. Fine. So the question is, the Charan is talking to who? Daniel. Charan said Daniel that your mother's brother's only sibling is in the photograph. Mother's brother's only sibling in the photograph. That means the photograph, the person in the photograph is the mother of Daniel. The person in the photograph is the mother of Daniel. And the statement is like, only sibling is my mother. That person in the photograph is also the mother of Charan. The person in the photograph is the mother of Daniel as well as the mother of Charan. That means Daniel and Charan are siblings. Daniel and Charan are siblings because the person in the photograph is the mother of both of them. Fine. I'll repeat the question. Charan told Daniel that the person in the photograph is your mother, is your mother's brother's only sibling and also my mother. That means the person in the photograph is the mother of Daniel and the mother of Charan. So Charan and Daniel are brothers. Charan and Daniel are brothers. I hope this is okay. Let's move ahead. This is the explanation of the diagram. Answer choice is A. Let's move to next question. Question number 5. In a family, there are 2 fathers, 2 sons, 1 grandfather, 1 grandson. What would be the minimum or least number of persons in the family? I want to minimize the number of persons. 2 fathers. If I have different generations, we can have 2 fathers. Father's father will give us 2 fathers. And father's father will also give us 2 sons. Because grandfather's son's son is grandson as well, and there are 2 sons. 1 grandfather, we have already got the grandfather, and 1 grandson, 3rd generation person is grandson. So if I make 2 circles, in fact 3 circles with plus sign, and I read the question one more time, the topmost circle is grandfather, the middle circle is father, and the bottommost circle is grandson. So there are 2 fathers, first 2 circles, 2 sons, second 2 circles, 1 grandfather, topmost circle, 1 grandson, bottommost circle. So this can be achieved with 3 people or 3 male members. 3 male members. So there can be minimum how many people in the family? 3. 3 people. Is that okay? Fine with this? Let's move ahead with the next question. Anil is the brother-in-law of Sunil. Now there can be a multiple type of brother-in-law, but as the name suggests, As the name suggests, they are masculine names. So Anil and Sunil both are males. So Anil is the brother-in-law of Sunil. That means either Anil's sister is the wife of Sunil, Anil's sister is wife of Sunil, or Sunil's sister is wife of Anil. Either Anil's sister is wife of Sunil or Sunil's sister is wife of Anil. Making sense? And he is the only child of his parent. Anil is the only child of his parent. That means Anil's sister cannot be the person who is married to Sunil. Anil's sister cannot be the person who is married to Sunil because Anil is the only child. That means Sunil's sister must have married to Anil. Sunil's sister must have married to Anil. Sunil is a male, Anil is a male. Sunil's sister, single line. Anil's wife is Sunil's sister, double line, Anil is a male. How is Sunil's only sibling related to Anil? How is Sunil's only sibling related to Anil? How is Sunil's only sibling related to Anil's mother, in fact? Now, Sunil's only sibling is wife of Anil, and Anil's mother must be the mother-in-law of Anil's wife. But the question is asking Sunil's only sibling related to Anil. So the question is not asking how Anil's wife is related to Anil's mother. Is that okay? Yes, that is the question, in fact. Sunil's sister is Anil's wife. Anil's wife is related to Anil's mother as daughter-in-law. Had it been the question, how is Anil's mother is related to Sunil's sister, the answer would have been mother-in-law. But the question is saying, how is Sunil's only sibling, that the wife of Anil, is related to Anil's mother? Anil's wife is related to Anil's mother as daughter-in-law. Fine. So answer is C, Calcutta. This is the explanation of the question. Answer is C. So with the help of these pictorial diagram, or let's say family tree or family diagram, the questions are little easy to answer and to comprehend. Step-by-step approach is required, and the proper comprehension of the statement has to be there. Fine. So we need to read every statement carefully, then we can draw any sort of conclusion. Fine. So in fact, when you are answering the question, we need to understand which person is related to who in the question. Fine. Not the other way around. So answer is going to be in both the cases different. Fine. So in this question, answer is daughter-in-law, not mother-in-law. Fine. Let's move ahead. Let's take a couple of puzzles, or one more question, in fact. We can take one more question. Let's see. Mrs. A meet a person who is the son of her father's only son. Who is the son of her father's father only son? Mrs. A is there. Her father's father, that means A's grandfather, only son, only son. Are you getting my point? Only son. Mrs. A is the man. A is the man mentioned in the question. That man is the son of her father's father, only son. That means this is the same person. How is the man related to A? How is the man related to A? Now they are having the same father. That means they are siblings. But nowhere in the question it is mentioned they are siblings. So answer is D, Delhi. They are siblings. Husband, cousin, son-in-law, none of the above. So answer is none of the above. Fine. So these are the few questions with which we can understand the diagram and its importance. Let's move to little bigger puzzles, which are going to pose a little higher or higher difficulty level questions. Fine. Let's go for question number 11 directly of your handout. It's a set of 4 questions, in fact 5 questions, 11 to 15. What is mentioned in the question? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. There are 8 people. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, 8 members of a family. There are 8 members of a family. Among them, there are 3 couples. That means 3 couples out of 8. That means there are 2 unmarried people only. There are 2 unmarried people because there are 3 couples. So the number of unmarried people has to be 2. Fine. Each couple is at least 1 child. That means there is no couple without a child. Every couple should have at least 1 child. B is the bachelor and has a paternal uncle. B is the bachelor and has the paternal uncle. That means B's father is having a brother. B's father is having a brother. Fine. So in the second generation, there is a situation of sibling because B's father is having a brother. D is married to F and he has 2 children. Now read this statement one more time. D is married to F, that means D and F are couple, and he has 2 children. He has 2 children. D has 2 children, that means D is male and F is female. As mentioned in the question, D is married to F and he has 2 children, that means D is a male. Fine. So we can start from this statement. D is married to F and has 2 children. D is a male. This is what we can say from this statement. D is the male, F is a female, plus minus 2 children, double arrow, double line will represent they are a couple and there are 2 children. Fine. So that is okay with this. Okay. Now, as mentioned in the very first statement, in fact, B the bachelor has a paternal uncle. That means with the 3 generation, D and F has to be the grandparents because in the second generation there is going to be a situation of siblings because B जो कि bachelor है has a paternal uncle. Fine. So it is given that there are 3 couples which imply that 2 persons are unmarried. B is one of the person, B is a bachelor, that means B is a male and has a paternal uncle. Hence there are 2 brothers in the second generation and B is in the third generation. That's what we have concluded verbally. That's what mentioned in the question. So B is in the third generation. D and F has to be in the D and F has to be the grandparents of B. D is grandfather, F is grandmother, and there are 2 siblings in the second generation. So one of them is the father of B, and B's father is having a brother. Fine. So the middle 2 circles are having plus sign because B is having a paternal uncle. I hope this is okay. And there are 3 couples. So B father is married to a woman, and his brother is also married. His brother is also married. C is married to E and A is her daughter. C is married to E and A is her daughter. C is married to E and A is her daughter. Hence C is a female and E is a male. Let's see how we can conclude this. C is married to E and A is her daughter. Now, can C and B E placed in these 2 circles? Not possible. Left 2 circles, left circles of second generation, because it is mentioned C and E are married and A is her daughter. If I place C and E in the left 2 circles of middle generation, B has to be their son. But it is mentioned A is E's daughter. That means they have to be placed in the second generation and of the right couple. Fine. So C is married to E and A is her daughter. Hence C is a female and E is a male because it is mentioned C is married to E and A is her daughter. That means C is a female. And C is married to E. That means E is a male. That means B's paternal uncle is E and E's wife is C C's daughter is A, E's daughter is A, D and F are grandparents. The only couple I'm left with is two person I'm left with. I have used most of the symbols. I'm left with G and H. G and H. So let's move ahead. G and H has to be in the second generation, and one of them is male, other one is female. Fine. As G is not the father of B mentioned in the statement, G is not the father of B, that means G is the mother of B, because there are only two spots left to fill. So G is not the father of B, that means G is the mother of B, and the remaining person is H. H has to be the father of B. H has to be the father of B. This is finally the family tree we can get after reading all the statements. Is it okay, everybody? So let's read the question and answer one by one. How is H related to A? H कैसे related है A से? H का relation पूछा है A से, so we have to be a little careful. H A, H का भाई, H's brother is E, and E's daughter is A. So H is uncle of A. H is uncle of A. Am I right? A's father and H are siblings. That means H is uncle of A. Okay, let's move to the next question. H is uncle of A. Question number 12. How is G related to E? G का relation पूछा E से. So we have to be again focusing on that particular part. G is related to E. G is a female. And G's husband is H. And H's brother is E. That means H and E are brothers. And H's wife is G. That means G is sister-in-law of E. The question is not asking how E is related to G. The question is asking how G is related to E. So G is sister-in-law of E. Fine. G is sister-in-law of E. Let's move ahead. How is A related to B? A related to B. Their parents are siblings, so they have to be cousins. Their parents are siblings, so they have to be cousins. A is the cousin of B, or I can say B is the cousin of A as well. Fine, they are cousins. How is F related to G? How is F related to G? F is the mother of H, and H's wife is G. So F has to be the mother-in-law of G, because F's son is married to G, and F is a female. That means F is the mother-in-law of G. Fine. F is the mother-in-law of G. Next question. How is G related to H? How is G related to H? So it's pretty simple. It's quite evident. G and H are forming a couple. So G is the wife of H. H is the husband of G. But the question is asking how G is related to H. So G is the wife of H. Have this okay? So a little better problem in terms of difficulty level, because the multiple instructions are there, family members are more, instructions are a little more, 4 or 5 instructions in the questions. So comprehension of higher order is required. Next, move to the next set of questions. Question number 16 to 20. Again a puzzle which is having 5 questions. And let's read the question. In a family, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Again 8 people are there in the family. Fine. And 3 couples and 3 generations. 3 generations. What do you mean by 3 generations? Grandparents, parents and grandchilds. Grandparents, parents and grandchild. So 3 couples, that means there are exactly 2 unmarried persons in the family. 2 unmarried persons, 3 couples, grandparents, parents and grandchilds. One more element is added to this question as compared to the previous question. The family members and their professions is also given. One of them is an accountant, one is doctor, engineer, consultant, lawyer, manager, painter and teacher. So the professions of the family members is also given in this question. Fine. But not necessarily in the same order. For obvious reasons, the order is not going to be similar. By default, it can come similar, but we cannot assume that the order is similar. So each couple is at least 1 child at the last point. That means there is no couple who is having no child. Each couple is having at least one child. So there can be more than one child of a couple, but no couple will be like this, which is having no child. Every couple will have at least one child. Read this statement. The lawyer is married to the manager and the engineer is male. The lawyer is married to the manager. I don't know the gender of lawyer. I don't know the gender of manager. But it is mentioned engineer is male. So we cannot start with this statement. I should not start with this statement. Let's read the second statement. B is the consultant and is a bachelor. B is the consultant and is a bachelor. That means I know the profession of B. He's a consultant and he's a bachelor. That means he is unmarried male. He is unmarried male. And B and F are cousins. B and F are cousins and F is a painter. B and F are cousins and F is a painter. Fine. So that means B and F are cousins. That means B and F's parents are siblings. B and F's parents are siblings. That means second generation will be having a situation of siblings. Second generation will be having a situation of siblings because B is the cousin of F and that means their parents are siblings. D and E are the children of A, the doctor. D and E are the children of A, the doctor. Fine. A is the doctor and uske do children hai, D and E. Fine. So there A has to be in first generation, grandparent generation, because D and E are the children of A and we have to have three couples, and D and E are the children of A, they are siblings. B and F are also cousins, so they cannot form couples. To make three couples, D and E has to be in the second generation because they are children of A, so A has to be in first generation, in the grandparent generation. G is older than H and these two are in different genders. So G is older than H, fine. So this statement is not helping us right now. E has a girl child and is married to the teacher. Okay. The lawyer and C are brother-in-laws. The lawyer and C are brother-in-laws. So let's make the arrangement. It is mentioned in the question. B is the consultant and he's a bachelor. That means B is a male. And F, the painter, is his cousin. That means B and F's parents are siblings, that we have already discussed. Fine. So there is the situation like this. In the second generation, there are siblings and they have to be married. If I have to have three couples, as well as three generations. Fine. So we get B is an unmarried male and F is the cousin who is the painter. B's parents are sibling, and we have discussed all this right now. Fine. So let's move ahead. D and E are the children of A. D and E are the children of A. That means second generation is having a situation of siblings and D and E are the children of A. That means D and E are the parents of B and F. D and E are the parents of B and F. I don't know the order, but definitely I'm sure D and E are siblings and they have to be children of A. So D and E have to be the parents of B and F. I don't know the order right now, but they have to be one of the parent of B and F. I hope this is okay. And D and E are also married because I need to have three couples. Let's move ahead. The statement 5 says E has a girl child and is married to teacher. E is married to teacher and has a girl child. E is married to teacher and has a girl child. So can I say that E is married to teacher and a girl child has to be F? Because B is the male. So B cannot be the girl child. I'm looking for. D and E are in the second generation. Placement were not given. D and E were the children of A. So D and E were the siblings. And E cannot have B as a children because E's daughter is F. And E's daughter has to be F because E is having a daughter. E cannot have a son. And E is married to a teacher. Fine. So this is an improvement over the previous diagram. We have now having placement of 5 people. Fine. So let's move ahead. From statement 1, lawyer is married to manager. Lawyer is married to manager. Now can I say lawyer is married to manager? Lawyer is married to manager, that has to be in second generation. Teacher and E cannot be lawyer and manager. A is the doctor, so they cannot be lawyer or manager. D and the person married to D has to be lawyer or manager, but I don't know the order. So D can be lawyer or manager as well. Perfectly all right. With the statement 1, I can say D can be the lawyer or manager. But in the statement 6, it is mentioned that lawyer and C are brother-in-law. Lawyer and C are brother-in-law. So lawyer and C are brother-in-law. C has to be the husband of E. C has to be the husband of E. How can I get brother-in-law in this situation? There is no other way. C has to be the husband of E. Fine. Then C's brother-in-law can be D. And that is the only possibility to have a brother-in-law in the second generation. C is the husband of E and D is the brother of E. That means D and C are brother-in-law. There is no other way of having brother-in-law because E's position is fixed, E is male or E is female. Am I right? So C and D are brother-in-law, and as per the first statement or as per the sixth statement, lawyer and C are brother-in-law. So lawyer has to be D. The lawyer has to be D, and lawyer and manager are married. So that means the person who is going to marry D is manager, and D is being a male, manager has to be female. Manager has to be female. Lawyer is married to the manager and engineer is a male, hence D is married to a manager who is a female. That's what we have discussed. The person married to the doctor has to be the engineer, as engineer is a male, because D is a lawyer and married to manager, manager is female, and the engineer is male. So the person married to the doctor has to be an engineer. Has to be an engineer. That is the only possibility we can say, because engineer is a male. Manager cannot be male. E cannot be male because she is a female. Fine. So the person who has to be male or can be male as engineer and married to A. Fine. This is perfectly all right. Let's move ahead. Now 2 placements and 1 profession is required. As mentioned in the statement 4, G is elder to H. G is elder to H. So G in the family tree, G will be in the upper layer as compared to H. Only 2 places are vacant. So G has to be an engineer and H has to be the manager. G has to be an engineer, H has to be the manager. Is that okay? G has to be an engineer, H has to be the manager. Fine. Now the person I'm left with is E, and his profession or her profession is vacant, and the only profession I'm left with is an accountant. So E has to be an accountant. E has to be an accountant. So the family tree will look like this. This is complete family tree. I know the placement of people, their position in the family tree, their profession, their gender. This is complete family tree. We can answer question based on this family tree. So let's read the question and answer them one by one. How is A related to H? A का relation बताना है H से. A is one of the grandparents. A's son is D, and D's wife is H. D's wife is H. So D is the son of A, and D's wife is H. A is a female, so A has to be mother-in-law of D. A has to be mother-in-law of H. I'm sorry. A is the mother-in-law of H. Perfect. Fine. How is the consultant related to accountant? Consultant is B, accountant is E. B's father is sibling of accountant E. B's father is sibling of accountant E. E is a female. Am I right? B's father is sibling of accountant E. E is a female. So how is consultant related to E? B E से कैसे related है? B is nephew of E. B is nephew of E. Fine. Brother's son is nephew. Brother's son is nephew. Okay. Next question. How is F related to lawyer? How is F related to lawyer? How is F related to lawyer? Again, similar situation. F is a female, D is a male, D's sister is E, E's daughter is F. Fine. F is related to D in what sense? Or F is actually the niece of D. F is the niece of D. Sister's daughter is niece. Sister's daughter or brother's daughter for that matter is niece. So D's sister is E, E's daughter is F, sister's daughter is niece. So F is the niece of D. Fine. And D is lawyer. D is lawyer. Next question. How are accountant and H are related to each other? Accountant is E and H is manager. They are in the same generation. And H is the wife of E's brother. So that means they are sister-in-law. H is the wife of E's brother. That means they are sister-in-law. Fine. They are sister-in-law to each other. Okay. And the next question. Which among the following is definitely false? Which among the following is definitely false? So to find out that, we have to read the statements first. So let's read this statement. Lawyer is the son of doctor. Lawyer is the son of doctor. That is correct. Lawyer is D, doctor is A, and D is the son of A. Perfect. That is not incorrect. We have to find out which statement is false. Accountant is an aunt of B. Accountant is the aunt of B. That is again perfect. Accountant is E and she is the aunt of B. Done. So that is again correct. A is the father of E. No, A is not the father of E. A is in fact the mother of E. A is the mother of E. That means this statement is incorrect. A is not the father of E. A is the mother of E. That statement is incorrect. Is that okay? So we don't have to read any more statement, but just for the sake of understanding, we'll read the last statement as well. C and D are brother-in-laws. Perfectly all right. C and D are brother-in-laws. C's wife's brother is D. So C and D are brother-in-laws. Is it okay? So this is all from blood relation. Few takeaways from this class. We need to understand how do I draw a family tree, how symbols are going to be used. And the most important part is we have to read the statements and comprehend them precisely. Otherwise, it's difficult to answer questions. And if you read them properly, precisely, blood relation questions are not difficult ones. Thank you so much.